Okay, we in Psalms, the 91st chapter, the first verse. It says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." You're going to abide under the shadow of the Most High, right? And not be as rebellious Israelites. Hold that. We come back there. Go to Isaiah, 30th chapter, where a lot of you, especially since this plague been on the earth, y'all following this. Isaiah 30:2. That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth. So you believe it in the oppressor. But you ain't asked of the Most High's mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, in the leaders that's over us, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt instead of shadow of the Most High. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh, or the system that you follow and the leaders that you following, be your shame. And the trust in the shadow of Egypt, your confusion. They tell you themselves. But he that have ears, let him hear. This is what we that want to be part of the 1/3 of the 12 tribes of Israel going to do. Psalm 91:1. "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." And not no shadow of Pharaoh. "I will say of the Most High, He is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In Him will I trust, and not in man. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust." Just like a chicken. Put a little chicks under her feathers. That's what he's giving an analysis of. "He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust." We're going to trust under the shadow of the Most High. His truth, which is what? Psalms 119:142. "That righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth." His truth, the laws that we follow, moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Going to be our protection. He said, "If you love me, keep my commandments." And the protection going to come to those that keep the commandments of the Most High. It's going to be our protection. That shield and buckler is that shield that you protected yourself with. The laws that you following going to be your protection. "Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night." Let you know terror coming at night. "Nor for the arrow," that's the missiles that fly by day. The missiles that's going to be flying by day. We see war right now. You see the results of war right now in your face. Don't think it ain't coming here. It's coming here. We done read. But what's that say? Going to destroy from on the face of the earth. Amos 9:8 down. Verse 9, we read that. "Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday." Destruction coming at noonday, high noon. This is what it says: "1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee." It shall not come near you. That's why this is very important. He said, "Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Jacob being the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel, which is my refuge, even the Most High thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling." No plague gonna come near your dwelling. "For He shall give His angels." This is what Satan went when the Mashiach Shai was dealing with him. He said, "Cast thyself down, defy gravity." Came on a high pinnacle and say, "Cast yourself down," to defy gravity, because this is what he went to. Like he couldn't go to the law. Mashiach went to the law, but this was the only thing he could go to. "For He shall give His angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways." That's what happened with us. Because the angels are here on this earth right there around you wherever you are. Angels are around you. Good and evil angels, for that matter. And as long as everything is smooth, the good is outweighing the evil. But whenever you got all these spirits coming into people's minds, that's evil angels around you. Listen, we shall give his angels charge over thee. That's righteous angels, holy angels, to keep thee in thy way, all thy ways. Michael, Uriel, Gabriel, and Raphael. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. See? So, when you look at, it's powerful. Second Ezra is 2, or the Second Ezra is the 2nd chapter. And let's look at verse 26. It says, as for the servants whom I have given thee, talking to our captors, because we are the servants, children of Israel, we are the Most High servants. Look at Isaiah 44 and 21. Hold that. We in 2nd chapter. We're just proving that we are the servants, the children of Israel. Isaiah 44 and 21. Remember these, O Jacob and Israel, for thou art my servant. See? So the Israelites are the Most High servants. So this is who he's talking to. 2nd Ezra 2 and 26. As for the servants, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. There ain't one of us going to perish. Most High will. For I will require them from among thy number. Listen, be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaven is coming, remember it's going to be Jacob's trouble. When the day of trouble and heaven is coming, others shall weep and be sorrowful. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance. That's what we want. Hopefully. The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Most High. HALALWYAH. My hand shall cover thee, as we just read. In Psalms 91st chapter, right? He say, my hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hail. Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, said the Most High. Okay? Now, let's go to Job, the 5th chapter, and the 19th verse. Job 5:19. And it reads, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yeah, in 7, there shall no evil touch thee. In famine, that's food shortage, he shall redeem thee from death. Now they're talking about get ready for food shortage and so forth. Say in famine, he shall redeem thee from death. And in war, there's going to be wars on the streets of America everywhere. From the power of the sword, modern day swords, guns. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, or whatever somebody's saying about us. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. No, that spirit of fear in you. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Whoa. So we got to be somewhere that at destruction and famine, food shortage, so you see a lot of shelves are empty right now, leading up to this. At destruction and famine, food shortages, thou shalt laugh. This is where we want to be. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. Letting you know the beasts going to be hungry and they're going to be eating up people. But thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. This is where you want to be. When they look at you, oh, you wag their tail at you. Well, they're going to be eating other people up. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace. That's what we want. So it's just what we're striving for. And thou shalt visit thy habitation and shalt not sin. There it is. Not sin. What's sin? Thou shalt not sin. I call it out all the time. Y'all should know the scripture to go to prove what sin is in the New Testament. 1 John 3 and 4. 3rd chapter, the 4th verse. Whosoever committeth sin transgresses also the law. For sin, S-I-N, is the transgression of the law. So it's saying that we not going to transgress the Most High's law. You know what we just seen? Isaiah left us with them carcasses of them dead bodies where the worms never die and the fires never quench. It's going to be a hating to us. So you want to be there. Listen what it's saying. It says in Job 5 and 24, and thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. That's very important. He said, you shall not sin. You're going to be following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, because you're going to be used to following the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Ain't no dust going to come down and come all over you, and all of a sudden now you're going to start, now I'm righteous. I'm following all the laws of the Most High. No, you're going to be rehearsing. We got an opportunity now, because if you don't, you're going to be cast into the lake of fire. Your name not going to be written in the book of life. Because it said, and shall not sin, transgress the Most High's laws. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, offspring, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth. I mean, we'll have a lot of children, y'all. And women, y'all ready for this? Isaiah. Which one of you women are ready to do this? If thou can say. Comment, let me know. In Isaiah 60 and verse 21, no, verse 22 first. It say, a little one shall become 1,000. So a little one shall become 1,000. So you women ready to bring forth 1,000 children? And a small one, a strong nation. I, the Most High, will hasten it in his time. See? Verse 21 says, thy people, who are the 12 tribes of Israel, that 1/3, mind you, also shall be all righteous. So to be righteous, you're going to keep the laws of the Most High. You can't run from this. They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting. The Most High going to plant us in our land. The work of my hands. His hands going to plant us in this land. The land that he loved, Israel. That I may be glorified. Hear that? That the Most High may be glorified. So, going back to Job, the 5th chapter, 25th verse. Thou shalt know also that thy seed, that's our children, shall be great, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth. Do y'all know how grass, I mean, he already said we like the stars in the sky for multitude, and we like the sand of the sea, but grass, y'all hear what he's saying? Thine offspring as the grass of the earth. You know how many strands of grass it is? Grass everywhere. Grass of the earth. It said a little one gonna bring forth 1,000. That's one person bringing forth 1,000. That's why it makes sense when you say our offspring gonna be as the grass of the earth. Oh, man. That's why when you understand spiritually, the Most High is going to do it in his time. It's powerful, man. It's powerful, real powerful. Look at Isaiah 4:1. Because it said a little one going to be for 1,000, right? Look what it says. Isaiah 4:1. It said, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. And 7 is a number of completion, y'all. We understand the numeral system of the Most High. It says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. I mean, they're going to put on some fringes. They're going to wear modest apparel, as the Most High say. Women are the Most High supposed to be wearing and not showing everything that they have. So ain't no imagination at all. So they're going to wear their own apparel, an Israelite garment, with fringes and ribbon of blue. Only let us be called by thy name. Aren't women, when they get married, called by the man's name? Yeah. Only let us be called by thy name. Why? To take away our reproach. Now I ask a question. Anybody can answer, but I don't get many people that comment for my questions that I ask. Reproach means disgrace. So, if this is in the kingdom, you women think y'all gonna be disgraced in the kingdom? Do you think somebody can say something to you right now to make you cry? Are you that hardcore that you can't be disgraced and you will cry? Or you won't cry? Because in the kingdom, Revelation 21:4, we can read this. That's why I say we got to get our minds right for the kingdom. It says, and the Most High, Revelation 21:4, and the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow. So ain't no reproach in the kingdom. Neither sorrow. You ain't gonna never be sad. Nor crying. Reproach, you could be reproached, disgraced enough to cry. Ain't gonna be no crying. Ain't gonna be no reproaching. Neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain. Man, that sounds great to me, man. Man, can't wait till that. Most I will if I'm worthy to be there without pain. Dang. For the former things are passed away. See? Everything passed away. So even if it don't happen within your lifetime, in this lifetime, you still got to have the mindset to be ready for that. Which is what we're reading. And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. So you got to have your mind ready for this newness of your mind and thinking, so you be prepared for what it is that's going to happen in the kingdom. Because you against it, how you going to make it to the kingdom if you against what it is that he says he's going to do? How you making it? You against him. And he that sat upon the throne said, behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, right, for these things are true and faithful. Yes. So, all this is to be or not to be. Revelation 20:15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. As simple as that. That's what this is all about. So we have to have the mindset to be able to function with what it says. It's amazing to me that some things that's written don't even apply to some people that have an attitude about it. It's not even in their worlds. And you just discrediting yourself and canceling yourself out from the kingdom. We got to eat it all, baby. Got to eat the whole thing. Get your mind right. Set your life right. So you prepared for what it is that's going to go down. That's why he said. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Ecclesiastes 12:13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High, that you done heard over and over again, and keep his commandments. Haven't we heard this in this lesson? Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Fear the Most High, be afraid of the Most High, be scared of the Most High, respect the Most High highly, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment. Everything we've done in these mortal bodies, he's going to bring into judgment. Right? With every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So you got a choice. Either come back to his rules and regulations, do what he say do, or keep doing whatever you want to do. Like they tell you in the world, follow your heart. Follow your heart, which is your mind, your thinking. Follow your heart right to hell. And you're going to be right there with Isaiah said, with them carcasses, where the worms never die and the fires never quench. We're going to hate it. Most High will. It ain't us over there burning. We're working toward not being there. But that's what everybody going to see. The men that have transgressed the laws of the Most High, and you taught you're not under the law in these religions, because y'all not following the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, ceremonial laws. In what religion? What we get ready for next? What's the next day or feast day or whatever day we have to celebrate? Answer in the comments. Comment. Talk to me. That y'all doing in rehearsing the righteous acts in our captivity to the best of our ability. That's why it behooves you to come back and to learn what it is you need to know so that you'll be worthy to be here in the kingdom. Hearing the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments. But this is the whole duty of man. Come on. If you don't want to do that, then he said, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. Understand, overstand this. So, with that, I'm going to conclude, and I'll continue another time. And I say all praise to the Most High. I say Krum Abanawa, Most High, Krum Amashak Yahushai, Krum Yasharella, and I'm out.